Hello, my beautiful crafty friends, and welcome to Edith's Kreatives Chaos. Today we will make another cover together for the Magical Forest journal. Yes, there is a second one. In my last video, I have showed you the Lady of the Forest journal, and this will be the Spirit of the Forest. These two journals I have created simultaneously. I've working on this journal and the signatures will get bigger and bigger, and I've made too much ephemera, so I decided to make two journals. And in this video I will show you how to make a cover. Yes, I know that's very basic, but I get some questions from my community how I will do a cover, and so I will show you my process of making. I will only show you the technical part to make a cover, and the decoration and working with steam clay on the cover I will show you in an upcoming video. So when you are pro, you can watch my process or look for another video, but I think when you are a beginner this will be very helpful for you. So stay continued. So in this case I decided to make a hard cover, so I need some cardstock or packaging. In this case it is a cardboard from Amazon packaging, thicker one, and this is very important that you grab a thicker cardboard, because when you work with wet mediums they will warp when they are too thin. Now I will look for the height and the width of the journal, and I take my signatures and I give 5 millimeters or a little bit more around the signatures, because I like to have my signatures covered and not showing out of the book. In this case it is a regular A5 format, which means it is 15 centimeters by 21 centimeters. For the book spine I will grab all my signatures and I hold them very lightly, as you can see. I don't press them together. When you press them together the book will be an alligator mouth, and when you give them a little bit of a gap between the signatures, the book will be flat and you can very good write in this book, and it is better to work. This book spine will be about 4.5 centimeters wide, and so I can easily sew the signatures in. Then I've prepared a little piece of linen, and this will be my connections between the book spine and the front cover and the back cover. The last chunks that I have made, when I've made a hardcover, I've do it always with some linen, because I think you had more flexibility and it will connect them very, very well together, and you can open and close the book as much as you like, and that will hold. I usually will glue first the book spine on the linen. I center them in the middle, and I use a book binding glue for gluing this down. I highly recommend a book binding glue because it is concepted for making books. Yes, here's the next tip, or the next important thing. Um, you have to leave some gap between the book spine and the front cover or the back cover, so you can easily open the book and close the book. When you put it next to next, you can not open the book. That will not work. Yes, and here I put on my glue, and I really recommend to take very much of them. More helps more in this case. Here I have now applied the spine on the linen, and I press them down very hardly to give the glue and the linen a good contact to each other. Now I did the same with the front and the back cover. I apply my glue on the cover and put them down, and I take my bone folder and press them on very hard, always watching that I have the gap between my book spine and my front cover in this case. Yes, and so we have connected all these three tiles of the book. We had the spine, the back, and the front cover, and you see I have a little bit overlay from the linen, and when you want to have some bookmarks in it, then will it be now the best time to apply them. Here I'm searching for some yarn or ribbons. I decided to take this waxed yarn in brown that matches my forest theme. I decided to make two bookmarks to let hang them down between my three signatures. So I chose the length of the book and a little bit more. Then I want to apply a charm on the bookmark that dangles out of the book. I think that looks very, very cute, and so I cut two strips from the yarn and now we will glue them on the book spine. So I apply some glue, then I place my bookmarks and apply also on top of it glue, and then I put on the little bit of overlay from the linen and press them together very hardly. I take also my bone folder to wrap them on, and then I will do the same thing without placing the bookmarks on the underside of the book. So I put on the linen and press them on. As you can see, we now have a functional book cover, and yes, we can call it done, but I want to show you something else, what I make to make this book cover secure, and to connect the inside of the cover together, that is not so wobbly and a little bit stronger. Yes, sorry for my voice, but my throat is a little bit sick. So I take a normal packaging tape that you can buy on your craft stores or your Goodwill shops, and I stick them on the middle part of the book and the back cover, and also on the front cover. I rub them on very well, also in the gap, and so your book cover becomes a little bit more sturdy. The inside is connected better, and from this point you can now work on. So now you can do on your cover whatever you want to do. You can paint your cover, you can use some other linen to wrap them on, you can collage on your cover, you can do mixed media art on your cover. Whatever you want to do is possible. I will do layer of gesso or 2 layers of gesso, and then I will paint my cover. I paint it on the outside and on the inside around about 2 centimeters. And when you glue something on the inside, you have a little bit border around the book cover, then the color will show up, so I prefer to paint it also on the inside. And I also will paint the book spine in the middle with the same color that the book will get in the end. So now I will stop this video here, because in my next video I will show you to work with clay on the cover. I hope that you will find this video helpful, so please thumbs up or subscribe or let an abo here, and I think we see you in the next video when I work with steam clay. So have a nice day and feel inspired and get crafty. And we see you next time at Edith's Kreatives Chaos. Ciao, ciao.